Welcome back, everybody. In just a few hours, 12 o'clock noon, Superdome. The New Orleans Saints kick off the 2023 season, black and gold, going up against those Tennessee Titans. Here to break it all down for us, WLOX sports anchor Matt DiGregorio, who will be in the Dome.
I will.
To watch the Saints versus Tennessee.
Yeah. It's going to be an exciting one. I think Saints fans have been, there's been a lot of anticipation for this game, Dave. This is a Saints team this year they have a lot of promise. It's not Andy Dalton's offense anymore. You got a quarterback finally, Derek Carr in the mix, and you got a lot of depth with the team, which is really exciting. I'd say offensive line is the biggest question mark. You got first-round pick from 2022, Trevor Penning, anchoring down that left tackle spot, Ryan Ramczyk on the right side. Other than that, a lot of question marks. Eric McCoy.
Now you went to training camp. You saw them in preseason action. Yep. What sense did you get about this team and about the fans? Were fans at training camp?
Fans were there.
What do you think Saints fans are feeling?
Super Bowl or bust. And
really?
That's
calm down, Sparky.
I'm telling you. If you look around the NFC, you got the Eagles, you got the Niners. Maybe some people want to say the Cowboys. But really, the Saints are one of the deepest teams. And, Kamara's going to be suspended for the first 3 games. So you're going to get a healthy Kamara back, which is so critical. You go 3 weeks into the season, you're going to have injuries galore around the NFL. So you're going to get a healthy A1 guy in the backfield there with Derek Carr, hopefully healthy under center. And then you have the receivers, Michael Thomas, Chris Olave.
Yeah.
And it's dangerous because Chris Olave, if Andy Dalton wasn't his quarterback last year and if Olave could stay consistently healthy all throughout last season, I think he was the offensive rookie of the year over Garrett Wilson.
And we need to see the old Michael Thomas.
Yes, but that's another question. But I'll tell you, even if Michael Thomas is 75% of what he was in 2019 when he won the Offensive Player of the Year, if he's 75% of that, the Saints have one of the best, if not the best, receiving corps in the NFC. And that's undoubted.
Well, let's go back to Derek Carr because
Yep.
he's numero uno.
Yep.
For the Saints this year.
Yep.
I never thought he could win big games when he was with the Raiders.
Yeah, it's an interesting phenomenon because his coach, he had a little bit of a coaching carousel out in Vegas while he was in Oakland. And I'll tell you, obviously when he came into the league, a lot of questions because of his brother's struggles with the Texans. Like a lot of the questions were like, is he going to be able to transition from Fresno State to the NFL? And he has done it, and I get it. I don't think he's played in a lot of big games. He hasn't had to do that, and he's beaten the Kansas City Chiefs in years that the Chiefs have won the Super Bowl or gone and won the AFC. So he's won the big games, he hasn't had that moment where it's like, this is the spotlight, everything is on Derek Carr, can he make the big play? And he seems like the guy so far. I was at his introductory press conference, he said he came to the Saints because he wants that opportunity.
I saw 2 photographs somebody put up on Facebook, and it was Derek Carr, I think, with the Raiders,
Yep.
and he looked kind of pudgy. Have you seen this?
Yes.
And then they got him all buff.
Yeah, so I was sitting right next to the photographer who took that photo that day, and it's a little enhanced, I'm not going to lie to you. It's a little bit enhanced, but I'll tell you, it's a good look. You want your quarterback to look like that. You want him to be strong. You want him to be buffed out, and he's the kind of guy who's just like, he's ready. He's ready. His family's moved down here. He wants to win. This is his move in his career to win, and he's got that ability. And like I said, he has the pieces around him, and we haven't even discussed the defense yet.
Well, do it in about 20 seconds.
Yeah, I will. Cam Jordan's back. Marshawn Lattimore could potentially be the best shutdown corner in the league.
Yeah, but he's kind of a bad attitude.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I think everyone is bought in this year. Demario Davis still their Mississippi guy. There's a lot of guys.
He's unbelievable.
Yeah.
And I want to say, find a way to get Taysom Hill the ball more often.
So I'll tell you, there's a new rule in the NFL this year where you can dress a third-string quarterback. Now that Jake Haener has been suspended for performance-enhancing drugs, the rookie quarterback, they are dressing Taysom Hill as their 54th guy. So they are essentially getting in an extra roster spot and putting Taysom in as the third-string quarterback, which is really interesting. So he's going to get snaps because he's on the depth chart as a quarterback.
Find a way to get him the ball.
He will. He will. Derek Carr and him, I'll tell you the biggest problem with that is Dennis Allen. Is Dennis Allen going to be able to talk to Pete Carmichael and get that offense on the same page? Just say Taysom Hill is that guy. That's a big
Okay, we're going to do predictions in about, what, Matt? Maybe 12 seconds?
12 seconds. That sounds good.
But so here's what I'm going to ask you. The NFC South. It
Yeah.
may be the worst division with the exception of the Saints this year.
Unequivocally. Yeah, I mean, the Falcons have Desmond Ridder starting at quarterback.
Who?
Exactly. I was at his first game in the NFL last year when he came to the Dome. I mean, he was terrible. And that offense is a shell of what they were when they went to the Super
Okay.
Bowl.
Now, usually when we do our predictions, I just don't take it very seriously. This year I did.
Yep.
I actually looked at the schedule. I count 12 wins.
Yeah.
I have the Saints at 12-5.
I have them at 13-4,
Wow.
actually. Yes, and I also have them going to the Super Bowl and losing to the Cincinnati Bengals. I think that they'll take on the 49ers in the NFC Championship. I think the Bengals on that side, there's the AFC is anyone's.
Oh, you're going way deep.
Yeah, I 13-4 for the New Orleans Saints.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
I like it. I mean,
Write
this
it
is a team
down.
you got to be excited about.
Well, I was 12-5, so I'm right with you.
Yeah, okay. And there's a lot of questions.
Matt DiGregorio, have fun in the Dome.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Alrighty, and thanks for watching. I'll see you back here next Sunday morning.